everyone, and welcome back. So this video is something that I thought I would never do, but I'm doing it anyways. I said the same thing when I said when I was going to do the interior LED lights. Now I'm doing the exterior headlights. Pretty much I'm going to be replacing the high beam and low beam and the daytime running lights. But also right here where the wheel well is, there are clips. There's a clip, there's a screw here, two clips here, 1, 2, then there's another bolt right here, right there if it can focus. And I have to turn this wheel to get to that. But pretty much that's what I'm going to be doing today. It's a very nice day out, very calm and cool, and overcasted. So these are the daytime running lights. For the Tahoe, it's a 3157. And it's also compatible with these two as well. And these, my dad surprised me with. He got me LED headlights that are 600K, super bright. So as you can tell, these are 600K and these are 600K. I cannot see with those headlights that are currently in my car at the moment. When I first got the car, it was fine. But after a while, mainly recently, I wound up noticing that the car lights, when I'm just driving, they're relatively dim. They're very bright up close, but then when you go out farther, it's just not that bright as they used to be, because I was able to see everything. When I first got the car, the beams were pointed down to the floor, and I'm like, well, that's lovely. And I couldn't see anything. It was so low to the ground that none of the cars were being illuminated. So we got that aligned and fixed. And then now it's just not that bright anymore. So that's why I wanted to replace it with LED ones. This is what they are. So we have also fog lights as well. I forgot to mention that. We have fog lights. Then of course we have the high beam and low beam, and then another fog light. And they're all driver based, and also they are fan based. So right now what we're going to do is that we're going to start removing the bumper pieces. We're going to remove these, and then we're going to move to the wheel well. And all you really need is just something like this. This is a 7mm that goes to the wheel well over there. This is a 10mm that goes to all of these over there. Common thing, just don't lose it. I have an extension just in case if I need leverage. What that squirrel doing? And then we have this little prying tool here. If this prying tool doesn't work for the clips on the side, I have other prying tools, but this should hopefully do the trick, I think. Now, I think we should start with the fog light first, because it's sort of the easiest thing to do. You don't have to pull much out. Obviously, you got to pull this out, these couple of bolts and clips. But literally, you just open this flap right here, and it's right there. There is a wad of something right there. All I have to do is just stick my hand in there and just do bloop. Well, you missed that, but here is the bulb. All we do is, I'm gonna unplug this first from the connection itself first. There we go. So you have to push down this tab right here, like that, and it has a nice connection. So this is the actual fog light bulb, and this is the fog light. So pretty much this bulb has to go in like that. Straight up and down like this. It can't be like this. It has to be somewhat like that. So pretty much if you look in there, there's 2 tabs here, then 1 tab up here. And that follows sort of 2 tabs here, 1 up there. And then there's another tab right here on this corner. And then there's another tab right here. So pretty much there's no way of putting it if you put it backwards. So you have to press the clip in like that, press it in, and push. And then it should give you a solid connection. Push it in like so. And it should clip in. There we go. Here's what it looks like in there. That's pretty sick. It is a bit fogged, I realized. So I might get like a headlight restore kit from Cerakote and just fix that up a little bit. So pretty much I just want to do 1 half side, then turn on the car to see if all the bulbs work, including the fog light. If I have to switch anything, I'll switch it. But it should be pretty much a directly plug and play for everything. And then I want to see a comparison between what it looks like with LED bulbs and one that is like the halogen regular ones. So if we remove this part, then we have to remove this part here. You can tell there, if we move this, there is a bolt right in the middle of the screen. And we have to remove that, and I think that might be a 10 millimeter, it looks like. So we have to remove that, and then we can get to the headlight being removed officially. Booyah. Perfecto. And this harness right here is what controls everything here. And we can just unplug this because we don't really need this. We're just replacing all the bulbs here. So there's a tab right here that you press in and you pull. There we go. Fudge. Pretty much we're gonna be replacing these 2 and this one here. We're gonna do the daytime running light first, which is next to right here. This is the daytime running light. And it's perfectly fine, it's just we're gonna be replacing it. Pretty much this pops out. And I don't think there's a specific way to place this at all. I don't think. We'll find out, because I'm just gonna plug it in like that, and then I'm just going to test every bulb here no matter what before I set everything in. There we go. Then this one is, I think, the high beam. Each bulb won't work with each other, so if I put the low beam in the high beam area, it won't work. As in connection, I believe, but also just the way it is. So we're gonna turn this one, shimmy it out a little bit. There we go. Pull out, lift this piece and pull. So, like that. So you have this piece here. This bulb is not in use anymore. The 9005 HB3 goes into this, but I need to figure out, I hope and pray these work. Oh, we have to push it in? Jeez, okay. I'm gonna skip that one. I have to take some time to figure that out. That comes out, this twist out. So that one went in straight. This one did. Don't get it, but that did go in straight. And this one, need to figure out why it's not going in vertically. Because it has to go in like that, but I don't know why it's not. I guess it is technically supposed to go like that. I just don't know why. That doesn't really make any sense to me. But pretty much that's the best it's gonna get, really. This thing is crooked. This is straight. I placed the daytime running light in there. This is cockeyed. I don't know why it's cockeyed. I even like pushed it and turned it. Still didn't work. I'm going to plug this in and see if all of them work. Including this, because that's what mainly turns on when you put it into drive and everything. And then I'm going to check these 2 to see if they're on. Then we should be good to go. So as you can see, That's the low beam, that's the high beam over there. I had to switch the connections, as in they were flipped. So I just had to unplug them and flip the connection over that is from the chassis or from the car, plug it in, and they all worked. I haven't tested the daytime running lights because you have to, or putting it in like reverse or drive or whatever. So I'm going to do that right now, but I'm going to show you what that looks like with the high beams, and then I'll put it in drive to see if that works. And if that doesn't work, then I just have to take out the thing and flip it, because apparently these are polarity driven. So let's test that out. So by the looks of it, it doesn't look like this didn't work. So I need to replace, I just need to flip the connection. So that pretty much worked. I don't think I had to flip it because technically I had a towel over the sensor to turn these two on. But I flipped this, and I think it doesn't really matter, but yeah, it actually works. I want to test the fog lights now. Oh yeah, that looks sick. So that's what that looks like. And then halogen. Orange. This is super freaking simple to do, and of course those work as well. So tonight I have an event to go to with my girlfriend, and pretty much this is going to be pretty cool to see down the road, and hopefully I didn't screw up any of the alignment or anything. But other than that, this looks really freaking cool. Well, pretty much this is exactly the same thing as putting it all back together. But you do have to adjust a few things because there's places you have to insert things. Right where my finger is, right here, there's a little tab that goes into the fender right here. And you have to sort of lift this headlight into it and push in. And then everything should line up, because right now nothing is lining up with these or anything. We might have to shimmy stuff over from the drivers and whatnot, which is fine. You just have to keep them out of the way. There you go. That pops in. And everything should just snap right in. So right now I'm holding it, but I'm going to place a bolt here, and I'll screw this one in. Then these two can follow. Now, let's flip to the other side and do that. That took longer than what I anticipated. pretty much the fog light bulb prongs were closed in together, and I was shoving it in, but it wasn't really working. And I had my dad help, and he got it in. It's like when you try to plug a cable into the outlet, like an electrical outlet, and you have to move the prongs in a little bit for it to fit in. That's what happened. If you look, this bulb is straight and this bulb is crooked, but literally it wouldn't work how I wanted it to when I was turning it. It just wouldn't go straight. It was either lopsided or crooked like this, so the manufacturer messed up on the alignment for it. Alrighty, so a few months later down the line, the lights are doing perfect at night. They're very bright, and I can actually see at night. Not only is it more clear to look, it's brighter, and when I use the high beams and fog lights, it is crazy how far it can actually go through the fog. I remember driving at night one time through the fog, and it was hard to see obviously, but I could see right through the fog if you look past a certain area, and it was wonderful. And I remember driving in the fog with the halogen ones, or tungsten, however you want to put it, and it was not really cutting it. I want to turn on my car and show you what these actually look like. It has been raining all day, but like that is sick. Let me turn it down. There you go. See how cool that looks? Now I'm going to turn on the fog lights, and you're going to see how really cool this is going to look. Now look how cool that looks. Yeah, look at that. You can almost see it on the other side almost. Like, you can see the pattern on the floor. Like, that is the fog lights. Now the fog lights won't work with the high beams, but I'm going to show you the high beams. And this is very bright. I have to look through my camera because it's very bright. I truly think, without me recording or anything, if I just did that and didn't have the hiccups I had with the fog light and recording, moving the camera around and all that, I probably could do this in an hour and a half, I think. But if you came into problems like what I did, it's going to be a little bit more. These lights right here are amazing. So pretty much that will wrap up this video. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do. As of this moment, currently, this is the last Tahoe video that I made. But of course, I have more content coming for this Tahoe. Like replacing little things here and there, cleaning it up maybe in the fall, doing something, you know. One of the last things that is a big thing is removing the dash and bringing in a new one, but that's not going to be this year. It's $1,000-something just to get it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.